All right, let's do it. Any 4th of July plans? No, not really. I'm actually going to be going out and hanging out with Memory tonight because she doesn't have to work tomorrow, but she has to work the day after 4th of July, so nah, probably not going to do anything. But yeah, all right, so this is Can Men Be Friends with Women by Amala.
One thing you will not catch me out here doing is putting my wife in embarrassing situations, and I will be damned if my character is called into question. My brothers, we are grown men.
Wait. This is another... Is this another, like, response to TikTok content creator? Why are there so many of these? Like, is that how one is successful on YouTube these days? Because I can do that. 100%. If that's what we need to do to actually, like, be able to get some progress going on the channel again, I just got to respond to TikToks. There's plenty of some dumb fuck TikToks out there that I can respond to. Sure, why not?
And it's about time that we start acting like it.
A man has gone viral on TikTok after saying that he does not have female friends because he is married. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, that's dumb. That's really dumb. That's just insecurity.
All right, guys, before we get into this viral video, please like and subscribe. I want as many people to find this channel as possible so you know what to do. Let's get into this video.
I have a very strict rule when it comes to having female friends, and that is, if you are not my wife's friend, then you are not my friend. Many of you might see that as an extreme rule to have, be that as it may, there are reasons for that. Number one, dedicating time to another female that is not my wife just does not make any sense to me.
The facts.
Yeah, it makes sense. I can see how that would be problematic, especially when you break down some of the friend relationship dynamics that a lot of women have going on when they say that they have male friends. With the women.
Okay, but like friendship doesn't have to be gendered. Like there really is no component to friendship that has to have a gendered, situation. Like that. This is kind of weird.
I know their male friends always want to sleep with them.
That's not true. I have more female friends than I have male friends. It's just true. It used to be even way more than it is now, but it's like I have 2 more close female friends than I do male friends. No, only one, because I actually have another male friend that I actually hang out with quite often. And I don't want to sleep with any of them. Like, none of them. I'm good. I have slept with 2 of them in the past. But, that's because I'm a slut.
Not saying that there cannot be male and female friendships where both parties do not want to sleep with each other. I do think that those exist, but I also think that they are exceedingly rare.
Incorrect. What an absolutely awful thing to say about both men and women. That like they're just slaves to the Vagu, to their own Vagus and their own Pinors. Like I just can't control myself. I know that you've got a hole that I could put it in. It's so fucking dumb. I don't understand this. This is so stupid to me.
And if you are a female right now thinking, I have male friends and they don't want to sleep with me, do a little experiment, right? Where, you and your boyfriend are sitting down on the couch on a Saturday night and then you text your male friends like, hey, what are you doing right now? You want to come over? See what the response is.
What? Okay, so wait, so are you advocating for trying to use false pretenses with your friend, whether you actually talk to them like that or not, in this imaginary situation? Look how much she thinks she's got a good point here. So just everybody has no values and no self-control. I know, because I am assuming is her, I guess. I don't know. What an awful life that must be, to constantly be worried that your friends just mercilessly want to fucking blow your back out. Like, what the fuck, man? Is it a sense of paranoia and fear, or is it a sense of your own sense of super self-importance and you're just so fucking hot everybody wants to bang you? I don't understand. This is very strange.
Foul! No, 2 fouls.
Willing to grant some of them are going to behave themselves, but I also bet a few of you are going to be shocked by the responses that you get.
Number 2, if this woman is not my wife's friend, it means that we have a relationship that to some degree my wife is not aware about. Tell me if that sounds appropriate for a married man.
I don't agree with that. I get what he's.
Yeah, I don't agree with that either. That makes no sense.
My female best friend will literally act as my best man if I ever get married.
Yeah, absolutely. Colin Costco. I don't see that. That sounds to me like a totally normal, natural, regular human type of thing. You know, the thing what's strange about this is just this is PragerU trying to make Zoomer content, and they've been desperate to try and attract it, and it's kind of working, at least as far as the numbers that they do. But it's so weird to me because it's describing, like, sure, maybe there are some pretty dysfunctional, like, people out there that are super young and they haven't quite understood it yet, but that's not how things have to be, nor how they should be. It's very strange, and it speaks to, like, the dysfunction in between people less than, like, how things really are or can be, you know? Like, if this is your experience, you must have a really shitty group of friends.
He's trying to insinuate that this would be sort of an aside to his relationship, and maybe that he'd be getting something that his wife does not know about from the friendship. But I think you could have a friendship with another woman that, yeah, your wife is aware of, knows her, met her, but isn't personally a friend with her or want to hang out with her on her own accord.
Right. Well, and I mean, but there's another thing in there too, is like,
Yummy.
I was a bridesman for my friend's marriage. Still pissed she wouldn't let me wear a dress. These buns dummy thick.
Dummy thick. Got that cake. Y'all caked up. Wouldn't let you wear a fancy dress. That's bullshit, man. But there was something else that she said in there, like getting something out of the friendship that you can't get from your spouse. That's totally possible. That's totally true. I don't think that there's a problem with that either, as long as it's, you know, understood and communicated. You know, like, what if take for instance, like, if your wife's not a big fan of, like, really crazy horror movies, and you have a friend who is really into crazy horror movies, and that's your horror movie buddy, like, what's wrong with that?
Number 3, I might know my intentions, but I will never know hers. And that's a conversation that I would love to avoid.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, in male-female friendships, more often than not, it's the man who wants to be with the woman and not the woman who wants to be with the man.
That's pretty disparaging towards men. I mean, that might be true. It might not be. There's really no rules in that. Making broad, sweeping statements like that just makes you sound like an asshole, you know? One of those, like, come on, guys, we all know. Like, shut up. Just shut the fuck up.
If a woman's friend-zoned you, for the most part, that's where you're staying, and you are friend-zoned for a very distinct and solid reason on her part, where the lines are more than likely not going to get blurred. Are there women who befriend married men and befriend men with significant others and girlfriends and try to, you know, weasel their little way into relationships? Absolutely.
Yeah, so what? Yeah, they fuck those people. They're shitheads. So what?
And maybe that's what he's referring to there. And if so, he's got a point.
Number 4, let's assume that everything is innocent, nobody catches any feelings, and my wife is okay with it. People still talk. One thing you will not catch.
Oh no, heaven forbid anybody, like, have an opinion and might think something that I disagree with. I have to live my life worried about what other people think. Gosh.
Me out here doing is putting my wife in embarrassing situations, and I will be damned if my character is called into question. And the truth is that a peaceful home is a blessing that not many people come by. I have it. Why would I jeopardize that?
This dude is very insecure.
Now, if you are a mutual...
Whoa!
Missed the last couple roundups, so here's a big tip from me.
Aww.
Give Penny a big hug for me.
Dawn, thank you, buddy. I really appreciate that. Yeah, this all happened totally by accident because last time I was restreaming on this on Streamlabs, I was set up for the roundup, and I forgot to change it to my second channel, and so when I went live this morning, it took me a few minutes before I even realized that I was live on the main channel. I'm like, fuck. Well, we're doing politics today. Just the one day only. But I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Also, again, like, I probably will not, I won't be doing this on the main channel when I do these types of like little political and watching crappy shit streams. It's always on the second channel or on Twitch. So yeah.
Friend, then you are welcome in my home and we will treat you like family. However, if my wife does not know you, neither do I. My brothers, we are grown men, and it's about time that we start acting like it.
You know,
Whatever that means, grown men, whatever that's supposed to mean, That's, man, it's so generous. Thank you again, Dawn. Really appreciate you, buddy.
what? Good for this guy, and apparently good for his wife, because I know a lot of women will be cheering this on and saying, absolutely, this is the kind of man that I want. I don't want him looking at other women. I don't want him talking to other women. I don't want him befriending other women. And he's probably
What an awful way to live. What a terrible, terrible, insecure, shitty way to live.
a catch for his wife. He did make the point that even if all is innocent, people around the town talk about the dynamics they see. They'll talk about seeing a man with another woman. That point personally does not hit home for me. Whether or not you are engaging in something innocent, whether or not you're engaging in something nefarious, people run their mouths.
Stanley is having an affair.
What? But I personally would not care if my boyfriend was hanging out with, a female friend and then somebody went, oh, Amala, I saw your man hanging out with a girl over there. But
Point in her favor. I'll give her a point in her favor for that one.
I digress. Let's go through what people are commenting on this. Somebody says, a word. I've tried to befriend female friends my BF had in the past as not to make them cut people off, but they're not a girl's girl. Another person said.
What
and
the
this goes
fuck was that even supposed to mean? What? Why? What? What does that even...
us ladies too. A lot of y'all act naive to male friend intentions, knowing damn well that a lot of dudes would take, you know what they're gonna say, take the opportunity if presented to them. And this is why he will stay married. Good job, sir.
Nah, it doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean shit. There's a million reasons why people decide to get divorced.
Period.
This is seriously just her scrolling through TikTok, and she hasn't even looked at it before. Reading, God damn it! This is how you do good on YouTube now, isn't it? Have we cracked the code? Is this what we're doing from now on? Am I gonna go find a bunch of chud and fucking pseudoscience content and do this?
Yummy.
At Real Jeff Holiday, why'd the roundup chat get nuked? Did someone do a bat, or was there too much cum for YouTube? Or a typical glitch?
It must have
Lamau.
been a glitch. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything to the chat. So I'll check it later. But maybe it was too much. Come. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Hard to say.
Thank you, sir. Usually I get the you're just insecure, even though it's a female coworker trying to be a friend. Yeah, I think.
Counterpoint. If there's some female coworker of yours and she seems to be kind of hitting on your man, maybe fuck them both. I don't know. There's a lot of interpersonal conflicts in relationships that can be solved with a pretty sweet threesome. I'm just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. Maybe fuck your problems away.
By and large, if you are entering a relationship and female friends are popping up in your man's life or male friends are popping up in your woman's life, red flags have been raised and you should watch out and at the very least investigate those dynamics. And
No. This is terrible. This is fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible. This idea that like you're going to, and she's trying to encourage people to be more insecure and to start having like paranoia and fear about this type of thing. That is disastrous for relationships. That erodes trust. That's like counterintuitive to the whole fucking thing.
see what's going on. Let me see if I have exceptions to this. If you start dating somebody and they have a friend that they knew previous to your relationship that has been platonic, has not entered any sort of romantic realm, I think that you can entertain that. think you can have a discussion. Beware of new people, because often male or female, if they are creating a friendship, if they are hanging out alone, there is something that they are receiving from that relationship that they've created with your significant other that you might want to be privy to.
Okay. I'm going to put this out there too, because it's 2023. But if that's something that you're concerned about, first of all, there's probably other things going on in your relationship that you're really going to need to address. But also, you can't just limit it to one gender, because it is 2023 and you never fucking know. You know, like, if you're a woman in a heterosexual relationship with a man and he's hanging out with the boys, and specifically one boy in specific, and spend a lot of time with him, probably not. Probably everything's fine. Probably. But you know what you really do in these situations? You know what the answer is to this whole situation? You talk about it. You talk about it. And you come at it openly. Not with paranoia, not with fear, not with judgment. You talk about it openly. And of course you have to be careful. You have to guard your feelings to a certain extent, because you never really know what happens. Shit happens. People change. Sometimes you get hurt. It happens. 100%. But this idea that you can, like, guard against it no matter what by just being, like, like hammering into it. Nah, you can't hang out with them, blah, 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 blah. It's fucking stupid, man. And it's just going to drive a further wedge between them. Really, really is.
If you're dating somebody who's super transparent and it's just like, hey, just a friend, we don't have anything going on there, and, you hang out with them, you know each other, I think that can be cool. Just, keep that watchful eye on them. And I presume that with this man's attitude, you're going to have no trouble keeping his wife. He's saying happy wife, happy life. If that means no more females in my life, they're out of here. Like I said, many women, that is exactly what they want. They want, when you are in a relationship with them, the opposite sex no longer exists outside of them. This is the only woman you know.
It's reductive bullshit nonsense to reduce, like, that's he's probably not going to get divorced now because of this one singular thing. Not like there's a myriad of other things that could possibly go wrong, and blah, 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 blah. I would be applauding this dude even more so if he was just like, men, you need to be communicative and honest and talk about things, it's so dumb. This is the opposite of opening up to your partner. This is the opposite of being vulnerable with somebody so you can communicate openly and and build a trust, okay? It's very, very strange. Very, very strange. And again, my response to all of this is, honestly, ladies, if some hot girl is like kind of saddling up to your dude and maybe you're a little worried about it, you should probably fuck the shit out of her to show her who's the queen bitch around the place, and then drag the man in the bedroom with you. And then you can have a whole lot of fun. Then you can build a friendship, and that friendship will be entirely based on come. A couple that has sweet threesomes with hot bitches stays together, okay? That's all I'm going to say. That's how I'm going to wrap that little segment up. All right. We're good.